That was not me whistling. I had just 3D printed an ocarina, which is like a really interesting looking musical instrument. I'll show you guys a picture of it, but they're so fun and I've really gotten into them recently. Anyways, back to the video. So today we are going to be working on our base a little bit more. It's been, also, I apologize, it's been a little while since I've been on the Elsewhere server, but I have just not been, I've just not had enough time recently. But don't worry, all my schedule has cleared up, and I'm ready to be on the Elsewhere and do some stuff. But seeing as it has been a week or two since I've been on here, a couple things have changed. For example, Myro looks like he's finished the main portion, or at least the main, you know, like layout of his base. I'm sure there's still plenty to do on top of it, but he has finished the ring, which looks absolutely awesome, by the way. And just underneath it, there does appear to be a new building. It looks like, I can't really... Looks like some kind of lab, perhaps. I think there's been a couple small changes to the spawn area over there. Those look kind of nice. Alright, so I built up this little tower because I wanted to illustrate to you guys what I plan on doing with this base. So today I plan on building up pillars on each of the corners of the triangle. There won't be very tall pillars, just like, you know, short little ones that are maybe 4 or 5 blocks tall. And then we're going to build another smaller triangle over the whole of this bigger triangle. It's going to look pretty much the same. It's going to have another hole in the middle of that smaller triangle, and with the same design around the edges. And then I'm going to build up more pillars on top of that triangle, and then on top of that we're going to have a small triangular. It's going to be like it's going to be a 3D triangle, so a pyramid. There we go. We're going to have a small pyramid-esque roof. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but something like that. I hope that was artistically educational for you guys. But anyways, for this roof thing that I'm building for the base, I was going to go and collect some more copper. Oh, by the way, the roof for the storage system, or the ceiling for the storage system, has now been completed, so that looks fantastic. But I was going to go collect some copper, and then I realized that we could just check in here, see if there is any copper, and it turns out there's actually quite a bit of copper in here. I am a little worried about deep slate, though. Do we have any of that? Turns out we actually have quite a bit of cobbled deep slate. It's not enough to finish it, but it is enough to get started, so let's go ahead and do that. This top ring here is shaping up to be not just the top ring. This entire like top part of the base is shaping up to be one of the coolest things I've like ever built. Building wise, like, you know, of course I've built bigger and better things, but also like building wise, this is definitely the best I've done like ever. This looks absolutely phenomenal. And I've also added ladders to the pillars on the farthest end, so that pillar right there, and then this one I've added ladders to make it more convenient to get to that second level. But I guess now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the roof area. And then once we're done with that, we can look at that and see how it looks from there. This looks sick. I am so happy with this. I just want the main reason I'm doing this is that, number one, because it looks great, and this was like the vision I originally had when I started the triangle. Number two, so that people can actually recognize that and see that as like an actual building from far away, and not just as a weird looking flat space, you know. And honestly, I think it's going really well. And also, like, if you had Elytra, you can still easily, like, this is still a very accessible hole. You can still just fly through here. That's not going to be a problem at all, I don't think, even with the roof in place. But yeah, let's go ahead and start working on the roof, man. This is great. I'm sorry, but we don't have footage for that, for the roof. It's so sad. I thought I was recording that whole time, but I wasn't. But we do have... You know, okay, first I'd like to just take a moment and just mention how great this place looks. Myra, you were doing so well. I don't know if you were seeing any of my videos complimenting all your work, but this is looking fantastic. It's just great. I love it so much. Good job, Myra. But let's go ahead and take a look. See, oh, it looks so cool. It looks like it just pops. It's 3D. It's yes. Okay, it's not just a flat triangle in the ground now. It's actually 3D, which is fantastic. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this at any point, but Surface went ahead and made my my garage door into a matching triangle, so that looks fantastic. I don't know. I think eventually we're gonna put like a river in this little ditch here. Maybe that will lead to like a waterfall over there somewhere. Who knows? So that looks great. That looks fantastic. I am so happy with how that turned out. Holy cow! My gosh, that looks awesome. Can we see it from a different perspective? How about over here? Let's look from right here. Oh yes. Frankly, I think it looked better from the other spot, but this looks cool too. Oh, it's so great, bro. That's turning out great. I love that so much. Oh, it's so good. And now the ultimate test. I don't actually have water on me, but we do have water down there. Okay, my spawn is actually inside that base right now, so okay, I think I can do better this time. I really think I do. Let's go. Let's go. Oh heck yes. I've perfected the technique. Let's go. Okay, you know, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look quite as cool on the inside as it does on the outside. That's fair. Yeah, it doesn't look quite as good, but I'm not really sure how to change that. If you guys have any ideas on how to change that, the underside of this thing, that would be much appreciated in the comment section below. Another thing to mention is that Surface has actually started building up a pathway from the storage room, like an official pathway from the storage room down to the water elevator area, which again I will turn into a redstone elevator at some point in the future, maybe even in the next episode. That's an idea. Maybe we could do that in the next episode. Yeah. Okay. But as you can see, we got the ceiling in, we got the this central point here, and then we got it branching off in this direction here, which is pretty sick. And then it looks like he's gonna go off in this direction over to there for probably a different kind of room. Not really sure what we're gonna put in there yet, but that's up for debate. But this looks great. That roof looks awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, but that is all I have time for today. So if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like down below, and if you really enjoyed it, then please consider subscribing because it really does help out a lot. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.